Ooh, Puma liked our post. That's awesome.
What's up, dude?
You guys gotta stop doing this to me. Hey everyone, my name is Rico.
My name's Chris.
And today we have a very special shoe requested through the Wear Testers Discord community. This is the Nike N7 Heritage. And starting off with the bottom, Chris, this is actually a very interesting traction outsole. One, it's very thick. That's what she said. Two, it's a tribal style type pattern going on here.
Yeah. I think that's what I like about it the most.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually a bottom of the shoe kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen some really creative things lately on the bottom of the shoes, and I think this one to me is probably like top 10.
It definitely captures the eye, much like the Kyrie's do on the bottom. Because he from top to bottom, Kyrie pays attention to everything. And especially Tinker, who actually collaborated on the shoe and helped design the whole silhouette. But actually, interesting enough, not only is it thick, but how thick is the question? It's 5 millimeters depth into the insole, or into the outsole.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of rubber.
Yeah.
And actually, real quick, getting into why the shoe was designed is actually because of reservation basketball, res ball for short.
Tool. It's been a vehicle to help create change.
Res ball at its finest.
And what I told you off camera before we got on is that reservation basketball is basically the Houston Rockets on steroids. It's just a go type style.
Yeah.
It's all about the offense and less so about the defense. But that means that their motor, the people that play, they're just always running up and down the court. And the courts that they play on are just very all terrain. It's you play on dirt roads, you play on gravel, you play on concrete, asphalt, whatever you have outside to play in, they play on. They don't care.
And I think personally, judging by how thick this shoe is, and it just feels really sturdy. So I mean, like a Nokia phone in the 90s. Like this thing is. Like you
it's
can
close.
Feel, you can feel the durability.
Could you imagine if Nokia made a shoe?
That'd be kind of lit though. I'm not gonna lie. Like
it wouldn't break on you.
It would be indestructible. It'd probably break some ankles. Not yours though. Other people's.
No, you would break other people's. Like your ankles would just not move.
Yeah, you'd be secure in an earthquake. You know, anything that comes towards this shoe, would have just been over with. But I do understand what you're saying. Like as far as where the company was going with this specific shoe. Like I told you earlier, I've seen people in other countries play in all kinds of terrain and weather, and this shoe was definitely inspired material-wise by that kind of terrain for sure.
Yeah, and actually getting into the price of the shoe real quick, just to kind of judge the rest of the shoe. So right now you can basically find these on any reseller. You can find these on other places like eBay and Nike for on sale right now. I think on Nike right now, I'll leave a link in the description box, but I think at Nike right now they're only $70.
Oh shit.
So, and that's before we get into the rest of the tech. So getting into the midsole, you have, I don't know what type of cushion this is based off of feeling it.
It's really soft though.
It's pretty soft, but the highlight of the shoe is that they use a pretty decently sized zoom bag in the forefoot. I haven't, based off of me playing in these and based off of me walking in them, I don't feel anything in the rear, but in the forefoot, you're good on cushion, which most basketball
that
players.
Extra zoom there.
Exactly. That adds a spring in your step, which actually you don't find it very often in budget shoes.
Yeah.
Both great traction, well, not great traction, but thick traction and good cushion. You typically don't find that.
I think because it was a collab though, they kind of went over what your general budget shoe would have.
Yeah.
And I think because they were going for a specific model and for that specific reason, they added that extra zoom, that extra cushion.
Yeah.
And I think and I've seen a few models of this kind of shoe, and Mm-hmm. This to me is probably one of the most well-designed shoes I've ever seen.
As of recently, yes.
Yeah, like I just like if you look at this back design, like
that's yes,
that's crazy.
And especially on the swoosh, it extends into the swoosh design.
Yeah.
But it's also on a nice clean upper. There's not too much going on. There's not too little. And actually getting into the upper, we have a multiple different type of material choices. Mm-hmm. For majority of it, you have a synthetic leather upper, mm-hmm. and then you have a knitted forefoot for added flexibility, but also to keep the support and rigidity there.
See, the only thing I didn't understand was the knitted portion,
mm-hmm.
but then I understood once you explained to me why they were designing the shoe. Because that was the first thing that caught my eye. I was like, that's different.
This is like Jordan 15-esque.
Yeah, but I understand now how this fits the aesthetic of the shoe.
Yeah.
And material-wise, and it kind of just goes all the way up until you reach like the tongue padding at the top.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was actually a pretty good choice.
I agree.
It went really, really well.
And then actually getting into the back part, you have a bungee heel, which I've never seen. I've seen the Fly Ease have like,
not like this though.
No, not like this.
Yeah.
Well, the Fly Ease is actually more extreme because it's for disability people.
Yeah.
But this is just so you have more space to spread it out so your foot slides in easier. Sorry, the mask is just, not helping at the moment, but we're gonna do our best. But yeah, then, just getting up to the tongue or whatever, it also, like you said, has that knitted upper going up, and then you have the Nike swoosh branding on a little leather patch to keep the laces up. And then that N7 branding on the tongue as well, which actually, pulling out the insole I did already because I didn't want to do it on camera, you also have the N7 branding as well, which I don't know what type of insole this is, but it feels pretty thick if you want to hold it real quick. I don't know how long it's going to last.
Compared to other ones like in the Kobe's
mm-hmm.
or even in the PGs,
yeah,
this one's a little bit thinner than
mm-hmm.
I felt like. It does have light support, but it probably lasts you a good few wears.
I mean, this is just one of the things that you knew they just caught the cust on.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like they put more time into this than they did this. That's for sure.
Which is good. I would rather have the majority of the shoe be great and then just spend like, $15-20 on an insole.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But tech specs wise, like I said, I don't like this is storytelling traction, but it's in multi-directional feel.
Okay.
Getting into the midsole again, you have that zoom air in the forefoot. I don't know what the rest of the foam is. Then you have an internal heel support, along with a synthetic leather upper for added durability and added support as well. I will be reviewing these. I will let you guys decide in the comments. I will post it as well on social media. I will performance test these, but if you guys want a outdoor review and then I add in the indoor review when we get gyms open back up, whenever that is. Just let me know in the comment section or message in the comments on social media and let us know going forward what to do with these. But I am excited to test these and see what they are like.
Yeah, if you want to see us test these out, light them on fire, throw them at some walls. We got them right here. These can handle just about anything.
We can.
We won't be lighting these on fire, by the way.
No, we won't.
They're too nice. You can't do that.
I mean, if you want to donate a pair, for $20, send it my way. Message me. We can do that. But no, I will not be cutting these in half like other people.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that I wanted to mention in the support feature that I didn't mention. So they have these carbon fiber looking additions to the forefoot and the heel. I don't think they are genuinely carbon fiber just based off of how the weave looks and based off of how that it has a shine to it, because carbon fiber has a specific feel to it and this doesn't feel like it. This feels like a plastic piece with a gloss finish on it.
Yeah, because if you look at the intersection right here,
mm-hmm.
it's glossed over, but it's raised.
Yeah.
So it just looks like there's just stitching underneath, and then it's just a raised gloss.
Yeah.
And that's just what they went for. This just looks more flatter because they kind of just flattened it out here. But you can kind of feel the indentions that it's actually just stitching. That's all.
Exactly. Also, talking about the fit before I forget. So for me personally, 10.5 I would recommend. Okay, wait. Let me explain. I'm 11 true to size. So I would recommend going down half a size to have a snug fit. But if you want a roomy experience, or if you're a wide footer, go true to size, or go up half a size if you really need that extra room. That's what I personally recommend. Anything else you want to say, Chris?
If I had to put this in a good line of basketball shoes, I'd say on durability and stability, I'd play in these.
Okay.
For sure. And I would probably play more so outside in these because I have the confidence that they can handle any kind of terrain, any force, you know, especially if you do like breakaway passes or you're driving to the basket. I feel like these can really handle that.
Okay.
Design wise, I'm a huge design person. I love colors. I love different aesthetics. I love collabs. This is probably one of the better collabs that I've seen with these. Even though I'm not a huge fan of this, the swoosh alone, the bottom of the shoe just takes the cake for me.
So what would you have done differently besides the knit?
I would have just gone with the full leather cross, or just cut it a little bit smaller. So you see how it's like fully down here?
Yeah.
I would have just cut it a little less.
Okay.
And then just kept that full piece up here.
You know, actually, you know the Anta GH1 Gordon Hayward shoe?
Yes.
If they had that toe cap design on here,
that would have been
ridiculous. Fire.
Did you see Joel Embiid's new?
I have my thoughts.
They just look like Curry's to me.
It's not that they look like Curry's to me. I just feel like they didn't put much effort into them.
Yeah.
So that's my personal take on it. But again, it could be a good basketball shoe and then that saves it.
True.
But we won't find out until gyms open back up, so of course. But again, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button to swing by next time to see the performance review on these whenever that happens. Again, you guys decide what we do with these and what goes forward with these, since these were a community requested shoe. So let us know, and we'll definitely get back to you guys. You guys have a good rest of your day, and
peace out.
Peace out.